The Stormy Clouds. I don't know why. It just seems like a good song to start with at the end of the night. Nobody's played this today, which is a tough thing because you have 6 bands playing. A lot of the bands play a lot of the same songs, so you want to be a little unique, but still do something that everybody recognizes to start. And guess what? You got to listen to me sing.
Yeah, imagine that.
Oh yeah, my FOH guy, whenever I was playing drums at party time, I'm like, hey, I gotta sing this part, and he didn't look at me at all. We lost our drummer. Polka. You know what? And since it's nighttime and we don't know if it's really going to rain, we're going to feature Tom Fish on the next song, one called the Moonlight Polka.
Hello there.
Oh my God.
I love getting somebody's movie. Why not?
And you know what? I was going to play concertina on this, but Paul broke his concertina, so I can't play concertina.
Wait,
so
finally made it. I know we said I'd see you soon. We didn't really get a chance to talk. You folks missed a good time today.
It was an awesome,
great fundraising day for a great cause, Children's Hospital.
And that's where we are. We're in Norvell, Pennsylvania. This is the last band up. It's a band called Six Pack, and we had 5 other fantastic performances today, including the Cosmics, Stacy and the Newtones, Ray J and the Carousels, and a group called Party Time, and also the PA Express. Can't forget them. And drummer Andy, see you on there. And good to see you watching the last set here. Been nothing but great music all this afternoon for a good cause, the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. And it was definitely a fundraiser dance for them. And glad to see you online. Hope you are enjoying your weekend. And WP Gunny out there in the old Cleveland, Ohio area, thanks for sharing those videos from that IPA dance last weekend. I appreciate that.
Polka. You know what? I'm going to send that out to Mr. Jerry Svoboda because he was a sax player. And I played it just for a little bit now.
Back in the 70s. 70s and 80s.
He played the sax a little saxy.
Oh, saxy.
You know what? I'm going to sing another song. I'm not going to
say hi to Al Yauch out there in Wyneskill, New York. And also to Andy Wojcik out there in Western PA. Al, it's good seeing you online. Saw Dad earlier was watching some of our videos. We're out here in a town called Norvell, Pennsylvania. They're doing a fundraiser for the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. And you had a very nice crowd.
We're here to the end. We're here to the end.
And we got,
We're here to the end.
and that's our buddy Wayne here. He's been hanging with us for a couple of the sets.
Oh, yeah.
And we got a lot of people here that we know out in Western PA.
Starting, I'm leaving after we end.
So say hi to the rest of the family there, Nick, and tell your dad, you know, we say hi again, and looking forward to that Pukoyashu weekend. That's for heck sure. Andy, I'm sorry that we missed it. If I don't know if I said that earlier, but I'm sorry we missed seeing Seven both of those days performing. And I got to tell you, saw enough video to tell me you guys are definitely on the rise. So again, have a fantastic weekend, you and your family, Andy.
Yeah.
Please come back polka. My voice is up. I think it's over to the right of me. We're going to do another polka for you now. We're going to feature Mr. Tom Bish on the vocals, doing one called Thinking of You. Oh, it looks like a theme for everything we're doing. It's like dark and depressing, then it's like happy, and you know what, we're going to have to do the Moonshiners polka because somebody's got to bring me a beer.
I want a glass of hot water. Like Sub Rock, keep playing. Let's go.
No, actually, put him in that one. Oh, yeah, Bubba. The one that says Bubba.
We need some more people dancing, twirling around, spinning, do something exciting. See what happens? It's probably me, because nobody wants to hear my voice. Here we go. Thinking of you. Just you, Wayne. And you.
And only me.
Hello, Natalie, down there in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Memories of you fill my mind. I'm full of happiness and cheer. Thinking of you, just you and I, dear. I'm full of happiness and cheer. Thinking of you, just you and I, dear. When the sky is gray and it's a rainy day, yeah, that's when I think of you. All the things we used to do. We know that we're here to stay. I love you more and more each day. We know that we're here to stay. I love you more and more each day. When I'm feeling blue, I just think of you. When the sun begins to shine, memories of you fill my mind. I'm full of happiness and cheer. Thinking of you, just you and I live. I'm full of happiness and cheer. Thinking of you, just you and I live. When the sky is gray and it's a rainy day, yeah, that's when I think of you. And all the things we used to do. We know our love is here to stay. I love you more and more each day. We know our love is here to stay. I love you more and more each day.
All right, that was Mr. Tom Fish on the vocal. One called Thinking of You. You know what? We're going to do an obedic now. Because I don't know what else to do. We need people to dance, jump around. We're going to...
Dave Korch, thanks for joining us here
Irish
this
song
evening.
Right now. One called the Moonshiners.
We're over in Norvell, Pennsylvania. Today they had a benefit dance to raise some funds for the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. 6-hour dance, 6 bands. All the bands donated their time, and fantastic afternoon. Had bands here including the Cosmics, Ray J and the Carousels, station The New Tones, PA Express, and also 2 jam bands. One called Party Time, and this group is called Polish Six Pack.
It's not my forte, so I'm trying to just be
A
little
lot of
bit
great
different.
music
I hope
today.
everybody understands
Hope you and the
all
family
that.
are having a polka nice weekend, and also being Veterans Day weekend. If you were a veteran, certainly thank you for your service. So Natalie, if you're still online, we got the group here called the Polish Six Pack. They're a pickup band by musicians from out here in Western Pennsylvania.
I'm a gambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. And if you don't like me, then leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry and I'll drink when I'm drunk. If the moonshine don't kill me, then I'll live till I die. I'm a lonely shiner for many a year. I spend all my money on vodka and beer. I'll go to some hollow, sit up my stool. I'll make you a gallon for a $10 bill. I'm a gambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. And if you don't like me, then leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry and I'll drink when I'm dry. If the moonshine don't kill me, then I'll live till I die. I'll go to some tavern out in the country. With a gallon of moonshine, I'll go on a spree. With women to follow, the woman is all mine. And I open so much, I'm looking fine. I'm a gambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. And if you don't like me, then leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry and I'll drink when I'm dry. If the moonshine don't kill me, then I'll live till I die. Oh, moonshine, dear moonshine, oh, how I love thee. You killed my dear father, but dare you try me. Now bless the moonshiners that drink the moonshine. That smell is so sweet as the dew of the vine. I'm a gambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. And if you don't like me, then leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry and I'll drink when I'm dry. If the moonshine don't kill me, then I'll live till I die. All right, thank you, everybody. Let's go moonshine is home. I kind of sound like Junior when I say that. I gotta stop talking like that. Would you stop with that noise? That's why you're getting the $2 out.
Words here and there.
Porządku. Porządku means everything's okay. See ya.
Oh, no.
Thanks for coming on.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Okay, we're gonna
All
feature
you guys
Mr.
were
Tom this again.
fantastic
Well, basically
today.
because him and I sing
Great
every
job,
song
Dave.
that we
Thanks.
do. You know, but I was trying to get Stush to sing, but he probably could sing better Polish than Paul Hirschko. I'm not sure if that's saying a lot.
Hey, don't talk shit, man. Don't talk shit.
We're gonna do an old Bobby Dolan song. I'm not sure if he did it with the Powell Brothers first, or if it was downtown song, one called "Tell the Boys." You know, I was thinking about playing saxophone, but nobody really would let me play saxophone solo. So I'll just do it on here, because this is way better.
So hi again, Christine Halchuk. Good to see that you've been joining us today here at Norvell, Pennsylvania for the fundraiser for the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. This is the sixth and final band. They're a group called the Polish Six Pack, and they're all musicians from Western PA.
You can tell the boys your life and stay there. You can tell the boys you think they want to hear. You can tell them anything you want to make them sing. Just be sure you tell the boys you're coming home with me. Tell the boys that you're married now. Tell the boys you don't fool around no how. Tell the boys that you're spoken for. Tell the boys that what you get you don't do anymore. You can dance with all the boys and let them hold you tight. But I'm the only boy who's good to feel good night. You can travel all the time, I'm sure you think the thoughts of your wedding. Tell the boys you're married now. Tell the boys you're full and know how. Tell the boys that you're spoken for. Tell the boys that what you did you don't do anymore. Tell the boys that you're married now. Tell the boys you don't pull around no house. Tell the boys that your single days are through. And if you tell the boys, I'll tell the girls I'm married too.
Tell the boys, you know,
Frank.
I hired a guy, I'm paying him a ton of money to do FOH, front of house sound, and his iPad dies. How do we figure that one out?
Cheers. Cheers.
And being the nice person I am, I'm going to give
And another shout out going out to two people that have been joining us throughout the course of the day. Out there from Western New York, from around Cheektowaga and Sloan, New York. Greg Schweidock and Pete Wojcik. Great seeing both of you guys online. Pete, hope you and Sue had a fantastic weekend. And Greg, I'm looking forward to where we can certainly try to catch up and hear your group again, the Constantine All-Stars. Seems that every time something comes up, something else gets in the way. So we'll have to work on that.
And this is a song he wrote, we do all the time.
It's my hero.
And somebody already split out what we're going to do. One called It's Polka Magic.
You officiate already? Did you really? Okay.
Okay, so I knew we were tired.
I owe you money.
Okay.
Tyler's mom. I owe Tyler's mom money.
Dad's legs are giving out.
Need a chair?
No, take over. Take over for a while. I did all the highs to everybody, so we're all set. And then I ate some more
Beer.
coffee.
Oh my god! Oh my god! If Penny showed up, I would go.
Not
It's a
really.
good, and Richie the
Well, no, Al was online while we were filming the bands. And Al said to me when he saw the
Here we go. One called It's Polka
Al
Magic.
Kaminsky said, say hi to Al Zalek and also say hi to Dave Dombrowski. Because he remembers them from the Invictus, the old Invictus. So I just want to make sure that, you know.
Walk along, sing a song, you belong where you can't go wrong. It's the trend for you, my friends, to share. Faces, dances, sing, all the sing to be what's happening. Join the rainbow people everywhere. It's for the magic, it's for the magic. It's something deep inside your soul. And it's for the soul, it's for the magic. It's for the magic, it's for the magic, for you and for me. One called It's Polka Magic.
Yeah!
Yeah, go Jack. I haven't done yet.
So, does anybody want to dance a waltz? I don't
No,
know.
we don't want no waltzes.
All right, so we'll just keep doing polkas.
I agree. It's a good thing.
All right, I guess I'm going to sing another song.
Go Jack.
One that I also have been doing for many years with my ears ringing.
Go Jack. Go Jack.
Hold on, well, I have a dead iPad. I can't fix that. Okay, I'm going to do a Polish song again that I sing. With quite a few bands, and it was a trumpet microphone in this one over here that was causing a lot of issues. One called the Tattletale Polka. This has been made famous by a lot of bands. I'd always hear Richie Dabrowski from PCM doing this song. I guess you can stand here and go, wah, 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 wah. There was one frequency, if you had the RTA on, it was just shooting up.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of them damn RTAs, man. You know what the hell's up with that?
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, look, you got rid of the RTAs. They're still there, aren't they?
What's up with
Shut
that?
up and let the goddamn drum.
All right, here we go. One called the Tattletale Polka. All right, thank you. There's one called "This Hattle Tail Polka." Hey, guess what? Since I just sang a song, we're gonna feature Mr. Tom Bish on the next song, and I won't say Bubba.
Hey, Tom.
Bubba.
Hey, Tom. Tom, your daughter's watching. She wants to hear She's Not Crying Anymore. Lauren. She wants that.
She wants that. She's a hoot. She's a
We saved the best for last, and we absolutely did.
We did.
We did.
All right. So I don't know what to play. I'm kind of confused. I want to play sax or clarinet. Concertina sounds good.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe with Tom's gonna sing. Here comes my Katie. I'm gonna play saxophone.
Right, Jack.
All right,
I like this song too. Linda's favorite.
Check, test, 1, 2. Hardly any. Check, yeah, better.
All right, you know what? My drummer is really getting on my nerves right now.
Oh, don't even start.
You know what we're playing stuff?
There is this.
All right, here goes. One called "Here Comes My Katie." I think this is a big Dynatone song, or maybe it was Sunshine. I'm not really sure, but I know she probably did it years ago, probably in the mid '80s.
That's the key. That's what makes it difficult.
Yeah, we're the one that wonders. Nobody ever played this. Here comes my heart is fine.
Look over here comes my Katie.
Yeah, that's our favorite. I love it. That's my favorite song.
All right. So I'm getting names confused all back here now. I'm going to sing a polka. Polka, We Were Made for Each Other. And then after this song, we're going to bring up a special guest on trumpet, Mr. Frank Stetter, our sound guy that we don't really like.
What
am I playing? Okay. I don't know what that is.
Here we go with one called We Were Made for Each Other. And I forgot I'm supposed to send the song out to Anna.
Oh, that's nice.
Because Stush is so special.
Who'd you send it out to?
And Anna.
I thought he sent it.
The whole way in the second one.
Yes.
Or she'll change that.
Yes.
We were made for each other. I'm for you, you're for me. There will never be another. I'll be yours eternally. For as long as the world turns and the leaves are full of fall. Long as there's a star in heaven, I'll be waiting for your call. We were made for each other. I'm for you, you're for me. There will never be an altar. I'll be yours eternally. We were made for each other. I'm for you, you're for me. There will never be another. I'll be yours eternally. For as long as the wind blows, as long as summer follows spring, long as winter brings a snowflake, I will love you constantly. We were made for each other. I'm for you, you're for me. There will never be another. I'll be yours eternally.
All right, one call We Were Made for Each Other. Well, we have time for one more song. Yeah. And we're going to play one we haven't played in a long time. We're going to feature Mr. Tom Bish on this. It's actually a John Goda song, and I don't think John Goda has played this song in a long time.
I'm going to condemn.
He asked us to play it in Connellsville, and everybody in the band looks like, oh, this one go. Last time I played the song, Tommy Wonderlick was in the band.
Yeah.
That had to be 7-8 years ago. So yeah, we're all
Maybe
confused.
10.
And one called She's Not Crying. as John Gooder would say, she's not a clank.
Here you go,
anymore.
Lauren. Yes, she's on. She was on. Here you go, Lauren. You asked, you shall receive.
And we're going to feature a special guest who's been actually asking to play a couple songs. Mr. Frank Stetter.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
No one really seems to care about that.
I can.
Actually, before we go, I want to introduce everybody in the Polish Six Pack. The guy who founded the band probably close to 40 years ago. I'm not even sure. It was me and this gentleman and Ray and Ryan Lukacs.
Yeah!
And two guys from the local Uniontown area, Diction Fire. I don't even remember who played drums back then. We played for a little bit, and then next thing you know, we had Ray Lukacs and his 8-year-old son Ryan playing drums.
Yeah!
And the band just has kept going for a long time. The gentleman next to me, Mr. Tom Bish, has been playing with the band for at least 30 years. And next to me on accordion, Mr. Joe T. Berry. He's been in and out of the band for probably close to that amount of time.
Yeah, Joe!
And the gentleman on the end is we call old school. He probably played before the Six Pack actually started with the Six Pack because he's around that long. Mr. Al Bowling. And our regular drummer, of course, everyone knows he passed away last year. So there's this young kid from California. Hey, can I play with your band? Just one time. Just let me have one chance. Mr. Stash Stetter. And now we'll get back to the gentleman in the back, the guy who started the band many years ago, my father, Mr. Jack Beachley Jr. Without him, none of this would ever be possible. And then we have this guy who wants to play one song with us, Mr. Frank Stetter.
Hey, Frank.
Nobody cares about that.
And how about the guy that's keeping the music going in the Polish Six Pack?
Yeah!
You'll see him with Lenny Gamo for Chicago Push, John Gooder, and wherever else he is needed, he will be there to help. How about a nice round of applause for Mr. Jack Beachley?
You know, I played in this band called Party Time, too.
And you know what? I'd like to thank Jack on behalf of all the guys, all the bands, and everybody for all the sound work that he did, the music work, and everything today. I mean, he really helps. He makes this a lot easier for me than what it would be. But once again, yes, he has been here from the beginning. From the beginning. Once again, how about a nice round of applause for Mr. Jack Beachley?
Hey, Jack!
But I don't have an iPad, so hang on. Here we go.
All right, here we go. We're going to sound like just stronger. We're going to be clank anymore.
Hey Frank, we're beyond that, I guess.
we are.
She's not crying anymore. She don't love me any longer. There's a smile upon her face, and it'll take my place. She's not crying anymore. She used to cry when I came home. She couldn't buy a light home. who she's really doing well now. She picked herself up off the ground. I wasn't there when I was needed, but I was there to let her down. Sometimes, you know, I feel so cold. If I knew then what I know now, I'd have lived here when I had fallen. If we had learned to drop somehow. She's not crying anymore. She don't love me any longer. There's a scar on her face. I'm gonna take my place. She's not crying anymore. She's not crying anymore. She don't love me any longer. There's a scar on her face. I'm gonna take my place. She's not crying anymore. She's not crying anymore. She's not crying anymore. All right, thank you, everybody. I hope everyone had a good time here at the Children's Hospital benefit.
More time!
We ran out of songs.
No, you didn't. One more! One more time!
One more time.
All right, well, you know what? We have one more song left to play,
Okay, we can do that.
and it's an old Johnny Cash tune.
You better keep your drummer.
Well, you know, he follows me wherever I go, so I'm kind of stuck with him. I don't know what to do. Every time I turn around, I smack him.
I would have smacked him.
We are going to do one called Ring of Fire,
Where's Cameron?
and then we have to say goodnight.
No, I'm too busy. I'm tired. Crap.
And it's going to be a big moment. We have the 3 trumpet parts, just like Johnny Cash used to do back in the day. I don't really know if he had trumpets. It was in the studio, but he made it sound good.
Remember Stevie Spinning?
Yes, she's still on. Yep. Yep.
Here we go, Ring of Fire. Cut it off somewhere.
He's a good kid. He wants this more than
It's a burning flame. It makes a fiery ring. Wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I was down in the flaming fire. And it burned, burned, burned. The ring of fire, in the ring of fire.
glad everyone came out, even the chairs that are all stacked up. I mean, the crowd is getting so intense, they thought that they were going to run the stage, and they had to stack all the chairs back there.
Jack, you brought the house down.
I hope we get invited back next year and see you all soon.
Well, that's it for now. Until the next time. Be it. That's all, folks. Yeah, she was. Yeah.